Hi, this is Josh Alexander with your December Orange County housing market update. So friends and family are coming close, everybody's getting together, and what does that mean? As you can probably tell by my voice, germs are being spread far and wide. So let's take a look at what's happened over the last month in the housing market. So if you remember last month, we talked about how demand was just starting to go down while supply was going down dramatically. This month, we're going farther into the holiday season, so supply has gone down even further, 18% over the last 4 weeks, whereas demand has gone down, but not as significant, 10% over the last 4 weeks. So last month, we were in a seller's market. This month, we're still in a seller's market. And some interesting facts that I found, if you look at July of this last year, we were actually having an average days on market of 91 days. That's the time that you put your house on the market to the time it goes into escrow. Right now, in December, in the middle of the holiday season, we're actually in a hotter seller's market than we were this summer, with the average days on market hovering right around 70 days right now. So for sellers, this is great news. Why is this happening? If you've seen my last videos, it's pretty similar to what's happening before. Interest rates are still below 4%. They're hovering right around the 3.75 to 3.8 right now, which is extremely low, especially looking at it historically. And for buyers, they don't want to get out of the market because their purchasing power is much higher than it used to be, especially compared to last year when we were hovering in the high 4% around the December timeframe. So what does this all mean going into 2020? Well, right now, inventory is extremely low, while demand is much higher than usual this time of year. So this is setting up the first half of the year to be a hot seller's market. So if you're a buyer and you've been waiting for something to happen where all of a sudden the housing prices are going to go down dramatically and you're going to be able to find that great deal on a house, you're going to be waiting a long time, because this next year we're looking at appreciation anywhere from what the experts, from the economists from like Redfin, Zillow, National Association of Realtors, they're all saying we're looking at appreciation next year of anywhere from 3 to 7%, and we're also looking at interest rates to remain about the same. So for buyers, this is great news because interest rates don't look like they're going to be going up anytime soon. But you're going to have a lot of competition because a lot of people are going to be trying to take advantage of those low interest rates. And especially when we're looking to January, the inventory is going to be extremely low. You're going to be looking at a lot of houses with multiple offers on them, so you need to make sure that your financing is in place. You have your pre-approval ready to go, so when you find that perfect place, you can place an offer and be in the running to get the property. So if you're looking at as a seller, right now is a great time to make sure everything is ready to go for the new year. So if you're thinking about placing your home on the market, a lot of sellers think, oh, usually around summer is the best time. That's when you get the most activity. That's actually false. Right now, you're looking at early spring is usually the best time to put your house on the market. And this year, because demand is so high and supply is so low, I'm recommending that most people put their house on the market sometime in February to get the most amount of traffic and to have the least amount of competition. Because when you start getting into the summer months, you're going to have a lot more inventory hitting the market. Buyers are going to have a lot more to choose from, and the chances of you getting into a multiple offer situation, which is ideal, is going to be pretty slim compared to if you do it earlier on in the season when there's a little bit less inventory to look at. Now, one of the things in terms of multiple offers that I've been seeing is this last year, about 1 in every 10 houses had multiple offers on it. They're predicting this next year, 2020, that 1 in 4 houses is going to have multiple offers. So we're getting back into that hot seller's market where buyers need to be prepared to place offers quickly. They need to look at properties as soon as they hit the market, because if not, someone else, especially if it's fair market value, is going to go in there and swoop it up before you can get it. For sellers, again, this is great news because next year we're going into a hot seller's market, and for the first at least 6 months, we're looking at some appreciation happening, and we're looking at a lot of buyer activity. So as always, if you have any additional questions, feel free to comment below, and if you like this content and you want to get notified every month when a new update comes out, please hit subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.